Discipline is the master key to everything you desire. It is the silent force behind every towering achievement, the invisible power behind every great man or woman who has ever turned a dream into reality. You may have doubts, you may have fears, but discipline, when wielded correctly, can overpower every hesitation, conquer every anxiety, and crush every obstacle in your path. Success is not a product of luck. It is the reward for those who refuse to surrender to weakness. If you are waiting for the perfect time to begin, you are already behind. Time waits for no one. It moves forward without care or concern. And those who hesitate, who let doubt creep in, who wait for motivation to strike before they act, those individuals will remain where they are, trapped in the same patterns, repeating the same days, growing older but not greater. Discipline is not something you are born with, it is forged. It is built in the fires of daily struggle. It is the result of choice after choice, made in silence, away from applause, away from recognition. When others rest, the disciplined work. When others entertain distraction, the disciplined persist. When others crumble under pressure, the disciplined rise above it. This is the great secret. You do not need to feel confident to begin. You need only to begin. Confidence will follow action. Success will chase discipline. Understand this. The mind, left unchecked, will betray you. It will whisper lies. It will magnify fear. It will suggest easier paths, comfortable routines, safe choices. But you were not born to be safe. You were not born to live a life of mediocrity. Your mind must become your servant, not your master. You must train it daily. You must tame it with repetition. You must instruct it with vision. That is the role of discipline. It commands the mind to follow your will, not your feelings. How many dreams have died because doubt was given a voice? How many lives have remained average because discipline was never cultivated? How many moments of greatness were buried under the weight of hesitation? You must decide that you will no longer be counted among those who wonder, who wait, who wish. You will be among those who act, who work, who commit. Discipline is the bridge between thought and result. It is the force that takes desire and transforms it into progress. Without discipline, your ideas are fantasies, your plans are paper castles, your intentions are ghosts. But when you bring discipline into your life, everything changes. You wake up with purpose. You push through fatigue. You build habits that serve you. And eventually, what once seemed impossible becomes routine. Doubt cannot survive in the presence of consistent action. It shrinks in the shadow of your persistence. It vanishes when you choose discipline again and again and again. Every day you choose discipline, you grow stronger. Every day you act in spite of fear, you gain ground. Every day you force yourself to rise when it would be easier to stay still. You are carving the future with your bare hands. The road to success is not paved with comfort. It is built with commitment. It is traveled by those who have declared war on procrastination. It is walked by those who no longer wait to feel ready, but who act because they must. Discipline is not a punishment. It is a gift. It is the tool that allows you to build freedom. Freedom is not the absence of structure. It is the result of self-imposed structure. Those who discipline themselves earn the right to live as they choose. You must no longer ask, "Do I feel like doing this?" You must ask, "What must I do to get where I want to go?" The former question leads to excuses. The latter leads to growth, and growth is what you need. Discipline fuels that growth. It forces you to act when your emotions say otherwise. It compels you to rise earlier, stay longer, work harder, think deeper. It demands excellence, not excuses. Success is forced into reality by those who are willing to do what others will not. It is the reward for the disciplined, the relentless, the focused. It does not respond to wishes. It does not bend to good intentions. It moves in response to action. It unfolds only for those who have the courage to pursue it without pause. You must be that person. The greatest obstacle you will ever face is yourself, your laziness, your doubts, your fear of failure, your comfort zone. These are the enemies of achievement. They live inside your own skin. But here is the good news. They can be conquered, not with bursts of energy, not with moments of motivation, but with disciplined, relentless effort, daily effort. effort without excuses, effort born of vision and purpose. You already have the tools, you have imagination, you have will, you have time, and you have choice. Each morning, you wake up with the opportunity to become the person you were meant to be, but you must choose discipline again and again until it becomes who you are, until it is no longer an effort, but a way of life. Every champion was once an amateur who refused to quit. Every leader was once a student who refused to stop learning. Every master was once a beginner who refused to give up. They had doubts, but they chose discipline. They faced setbacks, but they chose discipline. They met failure, but they chose discipline. You can do the same. Because greatness is not reserved for the few, it is available to the many, but only those who are willing to pay the price, and the price is discipline, consistency, focus, sacrifice. That is how you force success into reality. You do not hope for it, you do not beg for it, you work for it until it can no longer ignore you, and when you feel like stopping, remember why you started, remember what you said you wanted, remember the life you are building. Remember that the pain of discipline is far less than the pain of regret. You must choose your pain, the pain of effort or the pain of staying where you are. The choice is yours, and so is the life that will follow. Discipline over doubt, action over hesitation, commitment over comfort. That is how success is built. That is how dreams become reality. That is how legacies are written. You must rise, even when your body screams no. You must persist, even when your mind whispers quit. You must believe, not because it is easy, but because it is necessary. You are capable of more, much more, but capability means nothing without action. Intelligence means nothing without discipline. Potential means nothing without effort. So move, now, begin, push, endure, build, and never stop, not until your vision becomes your reality.